Good morning, guys. Hope you're having an amazing day. It is Ping here. Today I am in the beautiful city of Chihuahua in Mexico. And this city, I think that was a Chihuahua that might have been barking, but there's also a lot of food here that we're going to try. So today, of course, as we do in every city we visit, we're going on a full-on street food tour of the city. We're just gonna go now to head to breakfast, but I'm really excited because I've heard good things about the food in Chihuahua and I'm super excited to try their local regional food here. Let's get eating. I have never had this happen to me before in history, but I just went to a stall. It looked really good and they're making something called Gorditas. And they told me that actually the Gorditas there were not that good to go. Then they told me to go to another stall across the street that was supposed to be better. I've never had a food place tell me to go somewhere else to eat the same thing. This is absolutely hilarious, but I love how honest and open the locals are. So we're gonna go and try it out. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, hola. ¿Carne cebrada o de papa?
Bueno, puedo probar uno con carne y otro con papa.
Órale, pues.
Well, we've come to the first stop for the day. It's a place known as Gorditas La Chata, and they're famous for gorditas, which, as I've mentioned, is the famous thing to eat here in Mexico. And she just makes it so quickly and so expertly. I love that it's deep fried skin on the outside, but they just stuff it with so many ingredients. It looks so simple, but it looks absolutely amazing. Of course, we gotta put in some of that salsa, just drizzle it on top. And then they have this sauce, which is apparently a sauce from avocados. All right, let's go ahead and try this out. Wow. It's so good. I've never tasted anything like it. It's almost like the outside is a little bit like a crispy little biscuit holding everything together. The meat on the inside, absolutely tender. I mean, you can just tell it's breaking apart already inside. You don't even need to chew that meat. The lettuce, tomatoes on the outside give it a nice crispness and freshness. You have to add that salsa. That salsa is actually really different. It's really homemade. You can tell that the ingredients inside are just roughly cut. They're not really finely made. And you can also tell that it's not too spicy. It actually adds more flavor than it adds spice. And obviously that sauce, that avocado sauce, it adds this creaminess to it. Instead of actually putting avocados inside, you have the sauce that sort of give it the same flavor as if you had put in an avocado inside, but absolutely delicious. Oh, the meat, really, it's amazing. And the skin, that's what it's famous for. That's why it's a gordita. The skin is just really nice and crispy and fried, and it's so light and it's so airy. You could easily eat 20 of these and not feel full. Obviously, I'm not gonna try and do that today, but this is really good. Now, I got 2 of them because you can either get it with meat or potatoes. So the one that I've just now tried is with meat. So now we're gonna get the one with potatoes. Obviously, again, we're gonna put some of that salsa on top. Obviously, we have to put the avocado sauce. All right, let's go ahead and try out the one with potatoes. Well, if you guys have watched my videos multiple times, you'll know that my verdict is always meat over vegetables, and it's no difference in this case. The meat is just better. The meat is tender, it's juicy. Potatoes are nice. It's almost kind of like a nice smooth potato curry, but honestly, I would just get the meat. The meat is tender, the meat is soft, it just breaks away, melts in your mouth. Yeah, get the meat, get the gordita when you come here. It's just so unique, and the best part is when you bite into it, the whole thing just crumbles because it's so crispy and just so delicate. Wow, this is truly amazing, and the best part is it's really famous here in Chihuahua, and Chihuahua makes the best ones. So if you're in Chihuahua, you've got to come and try this out. Wow, I mean, gosh, those gorditas are absolutely life-changing. That crispy shell on the outside, I don't know how they make it. I don't know what they put in it, but it is just absolutely perfect. I mean, that has got to be one of the best things you can eat here. Okay, we're gonna see if we can eat something else while we're here. Those 3 gorditas were only 27 pesos, so it's not too much. So we have a little bit more money to eat something else. Next up, we've come to a place known as Tacos Tere, and when I walked in, she just said, "We've got beef soup, is that what you want?" And obviously, I had to say yes. And what she told me was that it comes with a big rib of meat that comes in the soup. And look at this beauty right here. It is just, oh, I can't wait. I mean, it looks so tender, just absolutely beautiful. But first, we gotta just try the broth by itself. I mean, looking at the broth, you can tell there's like a little bit of layer of fat and beef oil on top, which is gonna be amazing. So let's go ahead and give this soup a try. Oh. I've had a lot of good beef soups in my life, especially from Pho in Vietnam. This has got to be one of the best, without a doubt. The flavor behind it, oh, that good, strong beefy flavor. And it's not just beef as well. You can tell that there's a lot of other vegetables inside. There's corn, there's cabbage, everything combined together. It's just an amazing harmony of flavors. Oh, I mean, just look at the oil on top. That beef flavor, you can tell the beef has been cooking in there for a really, really long time. Now, there are some other condiments that I think would go really, really well with the soup. So first, we're gonna try out some of the lime that they have. I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of lime on top. Oh, you can just tell immediately that sort of citrus is going to work well with the fat inside the soup. All right, let's give this a try. Oh yeah, you gotta add the citrus. It adds a completely different dimension to it, a completely different flavor profile. But wow, that soup, the soup itself is just absolutely amazing. Now, there's also some other things on the side. So there's rice and there's tortillas. Now, of course, we've been missing the big part here. Obviously, the beef rib. Just look at it. It's waiting for me. It's calling my name. I can't wait any longer. I've got to get a bite of this beef rib right here. Let's go ahead and try it out. Now, I wouldn't say that's the most tender piece of beef ever. It's actually still quite stringy from the fat and tendon that holds onto it. But the flavor, it's clean, it's pure. You don't have a very like gamey flavor to it. It's just good beef. And that's what I love. Like I said, it's not really that like melt in your mouth. It's actually quite tough a little bit. You've got to chew through it. But the flavor in that soup after cooking for such a long time, it just absolutely becomes amazing. The total cost of this is 55 pesos, which is a little bit on the pricey side, but absolutely delicious. Wow, I mean, yeah, the beef rib, not the greatest part, but the soup. Come here and get the soup because, wow, the soup is absolutely delicious. I mean, that has got to be one of the best beef soups out there. I mean, the price of that was 55, but I also went to get an horchata that they had that was homemade horchata at the stall for 15 pesos. I mean, absolutely worth it. Really delicious. I am full because that soup may look small, but it is pretty filling. So we're gonna walk it off in the city and I'll see you guys when we eat again. Well, finally the sun has set, and for dinner today we've come to a place known as Tacos Progreso, which is Progress Tacos. So I'm hoping they've made a lot of progress on their tacos. But this place is famous for the northern style tacos. And what's different about northern style of tacos? Well, these tacos are big. They're almost like pizza size. And what they do is that they just put it the way it is and let you eat it almost like a big pizza. And I love that it is just that big. I mean, he showed me the size of the plate and I knew instantly I had to get it. Now, first, however, I got something really unique that I haven't tried yet. It's agua de Jamaica, or it's the water of a Jamaica flower. Apparently, this is really unique in Mexico and I haven't tried it yet. It's almost like a reddish purplish color, so let's go ahead and try this out. Ooh. It's got a very flowery taste, but it's like kind of sour. It's a little bit on the sour side, like a natural citrusy sour. Oh wow, that's actually really refreshing as well. And it's not sweet, it's not over sweet. It's a little bit sweet, but it doesn't overpower you with sugar. It's more about that sourness, that sort of flower flavor. Oh, that is really good. You gotta come in and try that. Now, of course, let's go for the tacos. What I'm gonna do, of course, is first, we're gonna get a lime and we're gonna squeeze it all over these tacos. Just look at that. That looks absolutely delicious. You can just tell all the meat's just been cooked down until it's really, really small pieces. And then, of course, you can't have tacos without some salsa. So we're gonna put some salsa on top. Oh, this is gonna be absolutely delicious. Let's go ahead and give this a try. I was a little worried that it was gonna be dry, but once I bit in, juice, I don't know if you can tell, this spilt down my cheek, mixed in with the salsa. I thought I would need the salsa to make it spicier because it'll kind of bland, but oh my god, the dry rubbed seasoning on the meat. Oh gosh, that packs a punch back there. Oh, and like I said, a lot of the spices here in Mexico, when it goes in, it's okay. But after a while, it'll hit you at the back of the throat. Let's talk about these tacos here. They're not really the tacos you're thinking of. The skin is really different. The skin is almost like the skin of a pizza. So it's a really kind of thicker, but bouncier type of skin. The closest way I can describe it is almost like a pita if it was a less fluffy pita. The meat inside is absolutely delicious. It's super, super well seasoned. And it's seasoned to the point where it's spicy and it kicks you at the back of the throat. I love that spice. The salsa is nice and smoky, and of course the lime juice helps to bring that little bit of acidity to cut down on the fat of the meat inside. But wow, I'm shocked by A, the juiciness, because it looks kind of dry, but it's really, really juicy on the inside. And B, the spiciness, the amount of flavor they put into it. I thought I would need to put a lot of salsa to make it spicy, but looking at, you know, the first bite, I don't think I'm gonna need to add more salsa because this is a really spicy, marinated piece of meat. But I'm gonna finish this up and then I'll talk to you guys about food here in Chihuahua. Wow, that has got to be a really, like one of the, that was also a very spicy taco now I think about it. And now I can feel it, especially in the back of my throat. I mean, that is a really good place to go. Today has been an exceptional food day. I think I've tried so many unique foods here from Chihuahua, whether it's gorditas or huge, massive pizza-like tacos that you can only find in the northern part of Mexico. So I'm really happy about our food finds today. I think it was absolutely exceptional. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. I'm so excited to continue eating, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.